Hey, what's up guys? Sean here from sellingwithsean.com. It's Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday at that. It's about 70 degrees here, maybe 65. Beautiful day though, but I'm headed into the office, and just got me to thinking about one of the things that I talked with Grant Cardone about in an interview that we did. Notice that it's completely empty in here. But one of the things that talked about with Grant on an interview that we did a couple years back, something that he said really stuck with me, and it was we talked about routines and culture, and what he said was, if you don't have always, you end up with never. Let me repeat that for you. If you don't have always, you end up with never. And what he was talking about is, if you don't always have a meeting for your staff, then you end up with never having a meeting with staff. If you don't always invest in marketing, if you don't have a routine of things that you always do, if you don't always go to the gym, if you don't always wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning, if you don't always go to church, or whatever that always is for you, but in talking about routines, if you don't always have something, then you end up with never. And that's been something that has really, really held true for me. And that's why it's been so important for me. And if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I say that success begins on Sunday. And so I always get work done on Sundays. Now, I don't always come into the office on Sunday, but I always work on Sunday. It gives me a head start on the week. I plan out my goals. I make sure that I've got everything in line so that when Monday comes, and the rest of the world and the rest of my competition is out there putting their week together, trying to figure out what they're going to do for the week, I've already done all of that. And just a couple of hours every Sunday can put you light years ahead. You do that every single day, every single week. Over the course of the year, you end up having weeks of additional productive time. You end up finding yourself being 15 to 20% more productive during the week than not taking that extra hour or 2 hours. And it doesn't have to be all day. Some days I spend a half day. Today I'm going to spend 4 or 5 hours, but sometimes I only spend an hour. It's 30 minutes, but I always do it. So, I want you to think about that and figure out what it is that you always need to do. What kind of routines do you need to find yourself in order to hit the levels of success that you want to hit? Because like Grant Cardone said, if you don't have always, you end up with never.